Was out of the way, so it is the season for the sales. And there's no better day to bag a bargain than today, Boxing Day, traditionally celebrated in the UK and by other Commonwealth countries, and the busiest day on the retail calendar here in the UK. British shoppers are braving the wet and the cold, and it's truly awful outside today, to go and spend an estimated $4.8 billion. That's down around 260 million from last year. Barclays Bank says environmental concerns are part of what's driving spending down. The survey says because of these concerns, 6 in 10 shoppers are tending to make fewer purchases, especially in fast fashions. To break it down, I'm joined by the research analyst, Kate Hardcastle, who joins me via Skype. First of all, season's greetings, of course, to you, Kate, as we get to grips with this. Why does the environment affect the way shoppers are moving and shoppers go about their business?
And to you, Richard. And I think absolutely consumers have got more information than ever before at their fingertips. And it doesn't matter whether they're researching the very best discount, and unfortunately many retailers are speaking the language of discount to consumers, but also to research and understand more about sustainability and environmental, and in terms of the operations and delivery process of goods. Consumers are becoming much savvier, and they're making choices in terms of either making do with the goods they already have, buying experiences instead of material goods, or indeed just opting not to buy.
What are you expecting to see from the sales this year? I noticed on Christmas Day, as I was leaving the office, having been working, already the big signs were up for up to 60% off. I mean, is it going to be a retailing bloodbath?
This used to be called the Golden Quarter, a period from September to December when absolutely retailers could bank on making sure their profits were at their highest levels. With the introduction of things like Black Friday, with consumers having more online shopping purchases and therefore more researchability because they're using their phones and smart applications a lot more, we've got a savvier consumer who's waiting for those discounts. Unless retailer offers something that's very experiential or very much at the value side of life, particularly the middle market has been injured. And I think that's where we're seeing the bloodbath. That's where over the last 10 years, we've seen the erosion of many household brand names. There is very little loyalty in retail from those consumers, and they're really choosing to shop price if something alternatively is not being given, such as experience or something that's very unique and different. I think this is going to have been a very difficult Christmas for a lot of retailers, and I would imagine we're going to see that in the results in January.
Looking forward to seeing the sort of things that might be. In fact, I'm planning to go to the sales. But, you know, it is this conundrum between wanting, obviously, to support bricks and mortar, but checking it out. And at the end of the day, when we're talking about retailing, and in many cases, we're talking about Amazon, because if you're like me, and I suspect like you, you've got Prime set up. It's already in your phone. There's no silly questions to be answered each time you want to buy something. It's click here, buy, and it's delivered.
We don't need to shop in bricks and mortar anymore. Therefore, they have to create an ambience that we want to shop there. And I think this is where a lot of retailers just haven't kept up with the time, and they've fallen flat. We do know that the costs of bricks and mortar retail are quite high. They have particularly rents and rates to pay, keeping staff members in the shop. But many of them have not excelled in actually understanding that they have to offer excellence in the human touch point, which means service, stock levels and expertise have to be premium. That's what you and I expect. If we don't find that, then we're going to use, obviously, the alternatives that are available to us. We have to have retailers working much harder for the consumers who are wanting to buy from them.
Kate, good to see you. I see that you're up in Wakefield, not far from where, of course, I grew up in Leeds, so well familiar with the beautiful area of Yorkshire. Thank you, Kate, for joining us today. Now,